All right. Well, I watched Predator Badlands, and if you know anything about me, I am a Predator fanatic. I've probably seen the original Predator and Predator 2 over 1,000 times. Aliens, Terminator, I love all those classic sci-fi franchises that were came about like in the 80s, 90s. Um, I really, first of all, I loved Prey. And I was like, finally, we got a real good, we got a perfect director for the Predator franchise. And I was so excited for Predator Badlands. I didn't get to see it in the theater. Things kept coming up, school, life, blah, blah. I kept wanting to go. My girlfriend was in the mood to see it one night, and then cancel that. And then I was gonna rent it on like Amazon or something, but it was like $25 to rent. I was like, the hell with that, I'll just buy the 4K Blu-ray. And I had to wait for that to come in. And then of course it came on like on HBO, but it was like a couple days away from receiving the 4K Blu-ray, so I was like, I'll just wait for that. So I finally watched it. I was super excited. Oh my god, I love Predator. Um all of them. The Predators, uh I thought they were all pretty good. The AVP movies, they're kind of fun, but they're kind of silly also. Um uh let's not even talk about the Predator. I'm gonna pretend the Predator doesn't even exist, okay? That to me, that's like the one Predator movie I will not own. I will not own. But yeah, um, I wanted this movie is. I don't even know how to say this. It's not the Predator you're looking for. Is it a bad movie? No, and that's kind of where it really bothers me because it's like if this was branded as any other movie with little tweaks as making another movie or even like a Star Wars movie, it would be pretty decent, pretty good. But as a Predator movie, I don't get I don't get it. This doesn't feel like a Predator movie in any way, except for maybe like the first 20 minutes of it. I knew though from the beginning when there was like a desert shot of one of the elders zooming by on like a speeder bike, straight up from Star Wars. Um, and there was like these little insects, one being eaten after another in like a chain of the life cycle. And it was supposed to be like a funny little joke. And I was like, am I watching Star Wars? Is this Phantom Menace? It just, the tone immediately just became something that I knew was not going to be good for the movie. Um, I'm sorry, but Predator is badass. Predator is set like in the real world. It feels real, feels grounded. This movie just, I'm trying not to like give away spoilers and everything because I'm sure a lot of people still haven't seen it, but whatever. You're watching this, I'm gonna just say what's on my mind. Um, tonally, it is everything but what all the other Predator movies like try to establish. Again, I'm not talking about the Predator. Let's not talk about that. That one shall remain nameless. But Predator Badlands, it gets so many things like right in a way. The obviously the production values are there. You start off with like the brothers doing their fight thing, and it's kind of like badass. You're like, oh, all right, this is kind of what I imagine like happens in the Predator world. Initiations and testing yourself, and Like it feels pretty cool. And then with the father coming in, but then it switches off to Deck, having to go, being forced to go to this planet, and he wants to kill this unbeatable, unkillable monster, the Kalisk. And this is where it really just starts to feel like Star Wars. It is, the alien world and everything is so fantastical. It's like Star Wars meets Avatar. Everything in this world can kill you. And it's like every little thing is a trap, every little plant, every little creature is like ultra deadly. And it just becomes I don't know, it just doesn't feel like real world. It feels like a video game world. And then, of course, you meet the Kalisk, and this thing has more regeneration ability than Wolverine. You could basically deatomize it and it will just come back together. It's crazy. And we meet the droid, the synthetic, very soon. It's all, Wayland, and they're trying to redo the AVP thing. And the droid, at first, I'm kind of like, okay, pretty cool idea. I like the idea of a droid, being there with the Predator. Um, feels like it would work, but she would not shut the hell up.
Here, the dynamic three, the dynamic trio, the dynamic trio! Trio! Remember when we went down the tree? That monster's mouth, I mean, didn't smell great, but we got him.
We have learned nothing from Jar Jar Binks. Nothing. This is the Jar Jar Binks of the Predator universe. I don't know what they were thinking with this. She talks so much and is always joking and this and that. And you just want her to shut the hell up. And I guess she's there to kind of bring out like the Predator's human side. Not that they have a human side, but that's apparently what they're trying to do. And you just start feeling like maybe it's not a good idea to make the Predator such a main central figure. I don't think these movies work with the Predator as the main figure. I think the main star. I think the way the past movies have done it, where he's there and we learn little tidbits about him here and there, and that kind of adds to the overall lore of the species. That was the way to go. I think you could have done one where it's not humans and he's on other planets, but still, you kind of once you establish this movie established so much about the Yautas and all that it's like you can't go back from it. That's the problem. There's nothing left to figure out. And just so many things, like I don't know why the Predators are depicted as such primitive, like sand people, but yet they have like interplanetary ships and all this. Like, I get it that they're tough, they're part of a tribe and all that, but like I just feel like they're always trying to make them aesthetically look like very primitive, and like I don't really get that. I want more high tech, not all this low tech crap. Um, it's just like I don't know. Tonally, it just feels kind of weird to me. They're like sand people from Star Wars, and you know, aesthetically, the movie looks fine if it was Star Wars, but again, I mean, it looks pretty good, but just things like using. I thought the Predators were all CGI. I was like, oh man, they went with like all CGI. Why didn't they just use actors? And then I found out that they did use like practical suits and stuff, but like they also did like a hybrid thing where they put like CGI for the face, and like Come on, man. We have good enough animatronics guys out there to make convincing emotional gestures and gesticulations with the face. We don't need to make it CGI. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work. It doesn't feel as grounded in reality as the other Predators do. It doesn't. Um, and there's like a lot of things like that just keep making the Predators feel too human. Like, I thought we established that the predators kind of speak in cliques, like in Predator 1, like that kind of stuff. Uh, and yeah, they would make like human sound, but it was more to mimic the humans. It sounded very gurgly, like like they were obviously mimicking us. I didn't know that was actually the way they spoke, just in different words. They basically speak like humans. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Prey was so good, and then this movie just I feel like Dan Trachtenberg was forced by the production companies, whatever production company, the producers and stuff, to kind of like, oh, let's add some comedic relief, let's make it a little bit Star Warsy. People love that, Guardians of the Galaxy and everything. So it starts to feel like that, and it doesn't feel like you can say you love this movie, but don't tell me it feels like a Predator movie. It doesn't. And it doesn't even have any of the classic sounds or like orchestras or themes of it has all like original scores. There's none of the classic Predator sounds. None of it. So I don't know how this is supposed to be a Predator movie. And it introduces so many, like the Kalisk. It looks again like a Marvel monster, and the droid won't stop talking, and then oh my God, the baby Kalisk that we find out is the baby of the Kalisk. I mean, at this point, let's just throw Grogu into the movie. You're telling me this creature looks like it's in the same universe as the Predator? Come on, man. This thing's silly. This thing looks like it was meant to sell toys. Imagine this thing popping up in the original Predator. You'd be like, what the fuck is that doing there? And you know, the whole climax of the movie, like action wise, the synthetic gets into a power loader from Aliens, but like a bigger one, of course, because bigger is better. We learned this from the Predator. Um, Gets in a power loader and has a face-off with the Kalisk, a la Ripley versus Alien Queen in Aliens. Exact same thing happens, and I just watched War Machine on Netflix that did the exact same homage. Alan Rickson in a bulldozer versus the monster. Two homages of the same movie in less than like 2 months. How is this? Look, I like Easter eggs. I like homages, but they have to be little things sprinkled in there, like little treats. It can't be the meal. And like, I don't understand. You cannot. We all love that scene in Aliens, and we'll continue to love it. We can love it forever. But it belongs to that franchise. We cannot recreate it and hope to instill the same iconic impact as the movie that did it first. It's not going to happen. Oh, And the movie even pulls a Metroid, where at one point he loses all his weapons and he has to make new ones. And he even finds a little worm alien thing that spits acid and wraps around his neck and sits on his shoulder and acts exactly as his plasma shoulder cannon. It's like, come on, this is silly crap. This is like stuff that kids come up with. This is not cool. This is not badass. It's silly. Okay, these directors and movie companies need to understand that you need to create new iconic moments. I can't stand this trying to recapture the glory of past movies. So yeah, I'm just spouting off. I didn't really make any notes or anything. I'm just trying to think of like all the main criticisms I have of it. And again, this is not like a horrible movie. But it's just not the Predator. Well, it might be the Predator, but it's not Predator. Um, it's better than the Predator, though. Okay, the Predator again, but I just don't see this belonging in the same universe as Predator, Predator 2, Predators, Prey even. Prey felt like it was part of the Predator universe. This feels like it just became something else. I don't get the direction. This director was so promising. Um, Again, I feel like the production companies might have ruined this one. I don't know if this is exactly what you want to do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is. But in that case, he got lucky with Prey. The solution to all this, just hire me, please. Trust me, I guarantee you it will be better than The Predator. I guarantee you. But anyways, that's my thoughts. Thoughts. Predator Badlands. The 4K looks really good, I have to say. But yeah, look at this little creature here. Ridiculous. My voice is dried out like a mother right now. But yeah, do I recommend it? Sure, it's better than most movies coming out in this genre, but certainly better than the last Star Wars movies. But as a Predator movie, do I recommend? Do I like it? Nah, not this time, Dan. Not this time. Anyways, guys, take it easy.